What if your plate could shape your peace of mind? Welcome to Brain Superfoods, a journey into how nutrition fuels mental clarity, emotional balance, and cognitive strength. Today, we will explore the powerful food-mood connection, how nutrition affects how we think and feel, the science behind the gut-brain relationship, which foods help us stay calm, focused, and resilient. By eating smart, we are not just feeding our bodies, we are nourishing our minds too. Let's unlock the potential of food to boost mood, sharpen focus, and support mental well-being. Hi, I'm Ophelia Mutia, your registered dietitian nutritionist with a passion for helping people feel better through food. I believe that every bite can boost your mood, sharpen your mind, and support your well-being without breaking the bank. Let's talk about nourishing the mind through the gut-brain connection. Your gut and brain are in constant communication, linked by nerves, hormones, and a bustling community of microbes. This connection, known as the gut-brain axis, plays a key role in how we feel, think, and respond to stress. What we eat influences this system. A balanced diet supports emotional resilience and mental clarity. Diets high in processed sugars and refined carbs like soda and sweet snacks can fuel inflammation and disrupt gut balance, clouding mental clarity and emotional stability. In contrast, fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi support a healthy gut environment, which helps promote calm and resilience. Stress and digestions are deeply linked too. Poor gut health can amplify stress, while balanced diet helps restore harmony between body and mind. The gut-brain connection is a foundation for mental wellness, and food is one of its most powerful tools. The gut-brain connection is a two-way path to mental wellness. As mentioned earlier, your gut and brain are constantly exchanging signals through a system called the gut-brain axis. This connection shapes how we feel, think, and respond to stress, and it's powered by few key players. First, the vagus nerve. It is the communication superhighway between gut and the brain. Next, the gut microbiome. Trillions of microbes that influence digestion, mood, and immune response. Then the last, hormones and signals. These are chemical messengers that help regulate stress, appetite, and emotional balance. When this system is supported by nourishing foods, it promotes emotional resilience and mental clarity. Fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi help the microbiome thrive. Inflammatory foods like sugary snacks and processed meals can disrupt the balance and cloud mental function. Think of our gut as a lush garden, alive with microbes and nutrients. When the garden is well tended, it sends clear and calming signals to the brain. But when it is neglected, the control tower loses clarity. So it's important to nourish the garden so that the whole system flourishes. Why nutrition matters for mental health? Boosting your brain with superfoods can supercharge your brain health. They improve memory, focus, and overall mental performance. Think of them as fuel for your mind. Nutrient-rich options like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish help keep your brain sharp and energized. So it is so important to support the neurotransmitters like serotonin that regulate mood. Foods that are rich in antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, and omega-3 fatty acids will do the job. Here are some of the foods that are very important to this: leafy green vegetables, spinach, cabbage, soy, legumes, green beans, whole grains, berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, bananas, citrus peel, nuts like almonds, cashews, walnuts, seafood, and chicken. A growing global priority. As mental health challenges rise, nutrition is gaining recognition as an important natural tool for emotional well being. Mental health is no longer a silent crisis, it's a global conversation. As rates of anxiety, depression, and stress related disorders climb, people are searching for more holistic ways to support emotional well being. And one powerful, usually overlooked tool is right in front of us: food. Emerging research shows that nutrition plays a vital role in how we feel, think, and cope. From gut health to brain chemistry, the nutrients we consume can influence mood, resilience, and mental clarity. This shift is sparking a movement where what we eat becomes part of how we heal. In a world where mental fog and fatigue have become the silent epidemic of modern life, a quiet revolution brews, not in laboratories or boardrooms, but in kitchens and gardens. The story begins with a curious mind, tired of the sluggish mornings and distracted afternoons, who stumbles upon a forgotten truth: food is not just fuel, it's brain power. Let's continue to uncover the superfoods that are feeding this revolution. And so this presentation becomes more than just slides. It's a call to action, a reminder that the path to mental brilliance isn't paved with pills or hacks, but with nature's own design. Setting the stage with the nutritional showdown. Before we dive into the next few slides, as a big fan of Clint Eastwood, I want you to imagine we're stepping into a classic Western. Picture this dusty town square, the sun blazing overhead, the three contenders ready to duel in the wild frontier of your brain. We've covered the science, gut-brain axis, inflammation, blood sugar, and nutrients. Now it's time to meet the real players in your food pantry. So, in true Western fashion, we're going to meet the good, the bad, which is the sneaky saboteurs, and the ugly, the ones that do real damage over time. This is about awareness, not judgment. Because once you know what to look for, you can make choices that protect your brain, support your mood, and help your body thrive. Some foods are loyal allies, nourishing your brain. Others stir up trouble. And a few, they are downright destructive. So grab your symbolic cowboy hat, because every bite is a choice. These are the brain's superfoods, the good, the loyal allies that protect your mood, sharpen your focus, and keep inflammation in check. They are the good guys in this nutritional standoff. They work quietly behind the scenes, stabilizing blood sugar, calming your nervous system, and feeding the gut microbes that help produce serotonin and dopamine. These foods don't just fill your plate, they fuel your potential. In a world full of stress, screens, and overstimulations, brain superfoods offer something rare: clarity, calm, and resilience. They help children focus in school, adults stay emotionally balanced, and families feel more connected and energized. The best part? They are accessible. You don't need a prescription or a wellness retreat, just a few smart choices at the grocery store. A handful of walnuts, a bowl of berries, a piece of grilled salmon. These are not luxuries, they're tools for mental strength. When we choose foods that support the brain, we are not just eating, we are investing in how we show up in the world. These superfoods are the quiet heroes of everyday life. They are ready to ride. So here are the good foods: leafy greens, rich in folate and magnesium. They help regulate mood and calm the nervous system. Fatty fish, packed with omega-3s to support memory, emotional balance, and reduce inflammation. Berries, loaded with antioxidants that protect brain cells and boost cognitive function. Nuts and seeds, full of healthy fats and minerals for steady energy and neurotransmitter support. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and kimchi, feeding your gut microbiome and boosting serotonin production. These foods don't just nourish, they defend. They are the police force of your mental health, keeping the peace in the wild frontier of your brain. The bad, sneaky saboteurs, the common foods that may disrupt brain balance. Now that we've met the heroes of brain health, brain superfoods that nourish, protect, and uplift, it's time to talk about the foods that don't always have our best interest at heart. Not every item on the shelf is a villain, but some can quietly chip away at our mental clarity, emotional balance, and gut health. Not all foods are created equal when it comes to mental wellness. Some common items are convenient, colorful, and cleverly marketed, can quietly interfere with the brain's natural rhythm. They may spike blood sugar, fuel inflammation, or disrupt the gut microbiome, all of which affect how we think, feel, and respond to stress. So let's take a closer look at the bad, the sneaky saboteurs, and the ugly, the ones that do lasting damage. Because when we understand how food affects the brain, we gain the power to choose better, feel better, and live better. For example, energy drinks and over caffeinated coffee. These high octane beverages combine excessive caffeine with sugar and stimulants that can spike cortisol levels, increase heart rate, and heighten stress. They may feel energizing, but they often leave the brain depleted and overstimulated. Artificial additives, from food dyes to flavor enhancers, artificial additives can interfere with brain chemistry. Some have been linked to hyperactivity, mood swings, and impaired focus, especially in children with developing nervous system. Fast foods and packaged snacks, convenient but costly to mental health. These foods are often high in trans fats, sodium, and preservatives. They promote inflammation, disrupt gut microbiota, and offer little nutritional support for brain function. MSG, monosodium glutamate, used to enhance flavor. MSG may overstimulate certain brain receptors and has been associated with headaches, mood changes, and neurological sensitivity in some individuals. While not harmful to everyone, it's worth monitoring for those with sensitivities. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Many of these foods are part of everyday life, and they are not inherently bad. But when consumed frequently or in excess, they can tip the balance away from clarity, calm, and emotional resilience. Now let's talk about foods that may harm mental health. Common choices that can disrupt brain balance, such as processed sugars or refined sugars, cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugars, leading to mood swings, irritability, and fatigue. Over time, they can fuel inflammation and interfere with neurotransmitter function, making it harder to stay emotionally balanced. Soft drinks or soda loaded with sugar and artificial ingredients, sodas offer a quick energy jolt followed by a hard crash. They can disrupt gut health, increase anxiety, and contribute to long-term cognitive decline when consumed regularly. Candies, these sweet treats may be comforting in the moment, but they are usually packed with dyes, preservatives, and high fructose corn syrup, all of which can overstimulate the brain and trigger emotional instability, especially in children. Excess caffeine. Caffeine in moderation can boost alertness, but too much can lead to feeling restless or agitated, anxiety, and sleep disruption. When the brain is overstimulated, it struggles to regulate mood and focus. So we talked about the mind and body link, how inflammation and stress shape mental health, from mood disorders, stress response, and inflammation. Remember the brain superfoods, your everyday brain boosters, from complex carbs such as broccoli, leafy greens, and berries, to proteins such as eggs, fatty fish, nuts, and seeds, to good fats such as avocados, olive oils, and tofu. Thank you for watching our presentation for Brain Superfoods. Our mission is to empower families and communities with science-based nutrition education to build healthier futures.